Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is me trying exotic fruits from Vietnam. So really cool thing, I went to the local markets in Vietnam and just decided to buy a bunch of fruit. I really love the fruit here just because a lot of these fruits aren't as accessible in California, and if they are available in California, most of the time they're really expensive. So I do have the benefit of having all this fruit. If you buy it from the local street food market, a lot of them are straight from the farmers, so it's better. It's actually better, honestly, better to get fruit from the street vendors than going to the supermarket, just because you can like support your local businesses. Anyways, I have the first fruit, custard apple, also known as sweet sop. It kind of looks funky. I feel like the longer I look at it, the scarier it looks, so I can't look at it for too long. It looks like a reptile skin. It looks kind of scaly. And the way you choose your custard apple, you want to find one that's kind of like soft and not too hard. If it's too hard, it means it's not ripe yet. And what I like to do, I actually like to eat all my fruits cold, so this is actually cold. I put this in the refrigerator. And the way you actually tear this open is that you want to like kind of squeeze the side of the custard apple. Squeeze it a little bit slowly. Make sure you don't kind of like break. She squirted. Okay. Like tear it apart. The custard apple isn't that soft, but there you go. And here's the inside. There's a bunch of black seeds in it, so it is kind of an activity to eat this fruit. What I do, I just tear it apart like this. Oops, I dropped some seeds, my bad. You see the texture there? It looks like a cooked potato that you just peeled in half. And then inside it has black seeds, so you do have to be careful when you eat it. And what you do is essentially just bite into it. So I just take a bite like that. Just put the seed out like this. I know that's not cute, but that's kind of how you eat it, and it's so good. It's really refreshing. It kind of tasted like a little like coconutty, a little bit of like tang, similar to lychee, and it's just overall like sweet and refreshing. It's not, I don't think it's that sweet. If I've had it in smoothies before, and it's like really sweet in smoothies because they put a lot of sugar in it. So I would say it's very similar to kind of the taste of a coconut. Have the longan. Ooh, girl, focus, focus. Okay, bunch of like stems like this. Little like story about longan. So I've been eating this since I was a kid. My mom always bought this from the Asian supermarket or from Chinatown. And it's not that expensive. I think getting it in the States, this is one of like the more like affordable like fruits you can get back in California. But anyways, little story about the longan. I used to bring this all the time to school when I was a kid. In elementary school, I used to bring it to elementary school. I told them how to eat it, and then when they saw that I opened it up, everyone started freaking out and was like, oh my god, she's eating eyeballs! Cynthia's eating eyeballs! After that happened, I just never brought longan to school ever again because I was so like mortified and traumatized by all the bullying with my longan fruit. And all I wanted to do was just eat. Like, I didn't bother anybody. I just was sitting like at the cafeteria table and just eating my longan. It's in the same family as a lychee, so I know a lot of people have had lychees before, but not longans. I actually prefer longans over lychees, just because longans are a lot sweeter. They're not really sour. So it looks like this. And what you do, you actually want to kind of like peel the skin off. Ooh! The skin off, the skin off, the skin off. She's a squirter. Girl squirted a little bit. So yes, you do have to be careful with like the longan juice and just kind of like peel it off like this. It looks like an eyeball, right? And there is a black seed in the center, so it is kind of a workout to eat. Anyways, just take a bite of it. You just have to be careful of the seed, so you kind of want to like just take a light bite. There's the seed. Oh, it's so good. This I would say it tastes also similar to a coconut, but like a nuttier taste. So if you love coconut, this is like definitely something that you would really enjoy, but nuttier. You just eat it like that, and just toss out the seed because we don't need it. I'm gonna have to find that seed later. Okay, we have the next fruit. We have the Java apple. It actually looks kind of cute. Ooh, she a cute color on camera. Ooh. This fruit, I would say, tastes like a combination of Fuji apple and celery. It smells like a Fuji apple, but it's not as sweet. It's really good also to have in the fridge. And you can just actually eat this entire fruit. There's no seeds or anything in the center that you can really avoid. Some people avoid eating the top. It's actually perfectly fine to eat the top. Yeah, I feel like the way this tastes, it tastes like a mixture of celery and Fuji apple. Like, it's not as sweet. It's really refreshing. It doesn't have the texture of celery. It has the texture of more almost like a plum, I'd say, but like a crispier plum, just minus like the sourness. It's really good. It's especially on a hot day. By the way, I'm the kind of girl that speaks with food in her mouth because that's just who I am. I'm sorry, but I chew really slow too.